What if you could make an investment today that would increase in value year after year? Sounds too good to be true, right? But here's the reality. There are certain assets in the world that not only retain their value, but grow over time. In fact, some of them have been doing it for decades and even centuries. Stick around as we reveal the top 5 assets that not only stand the test of time, but also build generational wealth. These are the kinds of assets you want to keep an eye on if you're serious about securing your financial future. Let's dive in. 1. Real estate. When it comes to investments, there's one that always stands the test of time. Real estate. No matter what happens in the economy, the need for housing remains constant. It's the most powerful wealth-building asset in history. You see, many assets depend on market speculation and paper-based transactions, but real estate is grounded in a tangible asset that will always hold intrinsic value. In fact, real estate is the one investment where you not only build equity, but also gain tangible returns through renting or flipping properties. The value of real estate never truly disappears. Even in the case of a market downturn, the asset will recover over time and continue to grow. Take a property purchased in the early 2000s for $165,000. Today, that property would be worth over $400,000, sometimes more, depending on the location. Unlike stocks or bonds, real estate provides an opportunity to renovate and add value. Whether you're investing in single-family homes or multifamily units, you can improve the property, increasing its value. And if you own the property long-term, the appreciation will occur naturally due to factors like population growth, urban expansion, and the ever-growing demand for housing. Real estate is one of the few assets that can generate passive income while also increasing in value, whether you're renting it out or selling it later for a profit. What's even more exciting is that real estate doesn't have to be out of reach. Even those from modest backgrounds have built massive wealth by strategically investing in properties and holding on to them for decades. Real estate as a foundational asset is always there to offer long-term financial security. 2. Land. Now let's talk about the ultimate asset, land. It's the original truly finite asset. Unlike other resources that can be created, manufactured, or replicated, land is a limited resource. There's only so much of it available, and the more people who need it, the more valuable it becomes. As the global population increases, so does the demand for land, whether it's for agriculture, housing, or commercial development. What makes land such a safe bet is its built-in permanence. No matter what happens in the economy, land's value holds steady. Land can't be created overnight by governments or businesses. It's fixed. What happens when an area is developed or gentrified? The value of the land skyrockets. Prime locations like city centers or coastal areas will always be in high demand. That's why investors flock to land in growing cities, hoping to buy early before the value climbs even higher. The real beauty of land is its low-maintenance nature. Unlike houses that need constant upkeep and renovation, land maintains its value with little intervention. Plus, you don't always have to sell it to make a profit. You can lease it to farmers, businesses, or developers, turning the land into a steady source of income, while the value increases over time. The right piece of land can even be developed and transformed into high-value properties, which significantly boost its value. Land is also a hedge against inflation, maintaining its purchasing power as currency values fluctuate. As we move into the future, owning land means you have an asset that outperforms inflation and weather economic storms. If you want to build wealth for the long term, land is the ultimate investment for generational prosperity. 3. Art. Now let's talk about something a bit more unexpected: art. Historically, art has always been a sign of wealth and status. But did you know that art can also be one of the most valuable assets over time? Art isn't just something you hang on your wall to impress guests. It's an investment. In fact, over the past 30 years, art has outperformed traditional investments like the S&P 500, showing incredible returns for those who invest in the right pieces. What makes art such a powerful asset class is that it operates outside traditional financial systems. While stocks and bonds depend on corporate earnings or government policy, art is valued based on rarity, demand, and the artist's legacy. One of the most exciting aspects of art as an investment is that, unlike other assets, there's no standardized valuation. A piece of art is worth what someone is willing to pay for it, and art's subjective nature means its value can skyrocket based on market trends, cultural shifts, and collector demand. Legendary artists like Picasso, Van Gogh, and Basquiat continue to see their works increase in value as time goes on. For example, works by these artists have seen millions of dollars in profit for collectors who bought early. The art market has become a dynamic investment space where financial growth is tied to cultural appreciation. As long as people value beauty, culture, and history, art will never lose its appeal. And with platforms like Masterworks, even those without millions to spend can invest in high-end art. Art isn't just a decorative piece. It's a smart investment that provides financial stability and growth over time. It has the ability to appreciate in value, while remaining largely immune to inflation. Whether displayed in a museum, auctioned off, or stored in a vault, art continues to appreciate and can be used as collateral for loans, making it a highly versatile asset. 4. Stocks in big companies. Let's move on to something that most people think about when it comes to investing: stocks. Stocks in large companies have always been a great way to build wealth over time. While stock prices can fluctuate, the companies that dominate the global market, like Apple, Microsoft, and Amazon, are some of the most valuable and resilient assets in the world. Their products and services are indispensable to daily life, meaning their value is likely to continue growing for years to come. As economies grow and technology evolves, companies like these continue to expand and adapt. For example, Apple moved from computers to smartphones, and Microsoft shifted from software to a cloud computing powerhouse. The key here is that the biggest companies in the world are often foundational pillars of modern society. They're not just making money, they are shaping industries, and their stability provides investors with a way to generate wealth even through turbulent times. The beauty of investing in big companies is their longevity and resilience. While small companies may rise and fall with trends, the big ones are built to last. Their ability to adapt to change, whether through innovation, acquisitions, or new products, ensures that their value will hold over time. So, investing in stocks of established companies offers reliable returns and helps protect your wealth from economic volatility. Even though the stock market can be unpredictable in the short term, blue-chip stocks from companies with strong fundamentals continue to increase in value over the long haul. Dominant companies not only weather economic storms, they often emerge stronger and more valuable as they continue to evolve and expand. 5. Precious metals. Finally, let's talk about the ultimate store of wealth: precious metals. Gold and silver have been used for centuries as a form of wealth, currency, and financial protection. Civilizations may have collapsed, economies may have shifted, and financial systems may have evolved, but gold and silver have remained constants. These metals don't depend on a government, a corporation, or a system to retain their value. Their worth is intrinsic, rooted in their scarcity and universality. Precious metals don't just act as a safe haven during times of economic collapse or geopolitical unrest. They continue to appreciate over time, making them a reliable long-term investment. Gold and silver can withstand inflation, currency devaluation, and market crashes. Whenever there's uncertainty in the stock market or financial world, investors flock to precious metals, knowing they'll hold value when everything else seems unstable. Gold and silver don't require maintenance or upkeep like other assets. You can store them securely, knowing they'll retain their value, and if the market requires, you can sell them for a substantial profit. Plus, the limited supply of these metals ensures they'll always be in demand, continuing to rise in value over generations. So, there you have it, the top 5 assets that increase in value over time. These assets aren't just about short-term gains. They're about generational wealth that will grow for years and even decades to come. From real estate to precious metals, land, art, and stocks in big companies, these are the types of assets that can secure your financial future, even in uncertain times. If you found this video insightful, like, share, and subscribe for more content on wealth-building strategies and smart investments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.